Ooh. Good Friday night, everybody. Wheels here. Time to kick off another affordable group break. I'm doing a little double play this week since I was under the weather last week. So I appreciate everybody's patience with me. So we are going to do our best to get caught up. Hey, good evening, Joseph, Ben, guys. Oh, yes, I am feeling better. Still probably not 100%. Um, Still don't have a whole lot of energy, but yeah, compared to last Friday night, yeah. Hmm. Ooh. Well, excuse me, guys, if y'all hear me yawning. All righty. So, what we were gonna do last week was we've got four blasters of GQ that have had sitting off to the side for quite some time and never got around to opening them. So, figured I'd make good fodder. So we will start with these, and then we'll move on over to um, the box of 2000 Pacific Aurora. Oh no, Hal. I hate to hear that you've been under the weather too, especially if you've been on the road. So yeah, look at Johnny bragging. I haven't had a cold since 2007. I feel like I don't typically get sick either, but man, this is 2023 is just it's not been it's been a rough year for me so far. One of my storage facilities caught fire last night. So I spent all day, the majority of the day, taking care of that. Was not obviously on my radar. So I'm tired. I'll get some rest tonight. Taking the kids to the local theme park tomorrow. Which will probably kick my butt, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, Joseph, I forgot you said you were getting your tattoo. Did you ever show that on the did you share that on your Facebook page? second session. Gotcha. Oh, John says the snow has melted and he can start mowing his grass. Mowed the grass, well, most of it yesterday. We had not done the backyard in a couple of weeks, and it was pretty heavy. Plus, my well sprung a leak on the property, and so we had a lot of water and we had a lot of standing water in places which just help feed the weeds. So the battery powered zero turn mower that we have had to work it a little harder to get all the grass cut. The battery got too low before I could finish the yard yesterday. But I got the majority of it done, and then the rain came today. Whew. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump into this. It's been a while since I've opened any GQ, so hopefully I can stay on top of the some of the parallels and whatnot, because some of them are easy to look past. Missing logos and the small font and all that kind of stuff. All righty. First is card up. It's a Blue Jay, Alejandro Kirk. There's Kalinick for the Mariners. TD Gregorius for the Phillies. Joey Gallo for the Yankees. Here's the one per pack green parallel, Joe Ryan for the Twins. We have David Garcia for the Yankees and Jonathan India for the Reds. Yep, Joseph. That sounds good to me. Next up, Clark Schmidt for the Yankees. Romy Gonzalez, White Sox. Justin Turner, Dodgers. And we have a GQ Gems, Fernando Tatis. Ooh, we got a nice green Matt Olson. He's going off. The Braves are going off tonight on the Royals. Confronto, Yankees, and Devin Williams for the Brewers. Jake Berger, White Sox. Jose Barrios for the Cardinals. Wrong bird. Blue Jays. We have Dykeman for the White Sox. No, Cubs. We have Ryu. The Jays. We have Sonny Gray, green parallel for the Reds. JD Martinez for Boston. And all right. Oh, yeah. I didn't get the Braves. Spencer Strider. Forgot I didn't take the Braves in this break. Or no, maybe I did. No, I didn't. That's all right. Hal, you had the Braves in this one, didn't you? Yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought. Well, cool. You got a nice Spencer Strider rookie there. Will Smith for the Dodgers. We have Kyle Schwarber for Boston. Kyle Wright for the Braves. Evan Longoria for San Francisco. We have a green, Ronnie Acuna for the Braves. Corbin Burns for Milwaukee and Pete Alonso for the Mets. Whenever I don't take the Braves is usually when we pull some great stuff. So Luis Castillo for the Reds. Corey Kluber, Tampa Bay. Tanner, I forget how you pronounce his last name, for the Red Sox. We have Skubal, the Tigers. Garrett Crochet for the White Sox. We have Spencer Howard for the Rangers and Luis Frias, D-backs. Yeah. Details. Brandon Woodruff, Milwaukee. Lucas Giolito, the White Sox. Lance Lynn, White Sox. Adam Frazier, Mariners. There is a green Franmil Reyes for the Guardians. Krylov for Minnesota. Josh Bell for the Nats. Austin Hayes for Baltimore. Brandon Crawford, Giants. Nick Castellanos, Cincy. There is a Jared Lowe for the Rays. Josh Lowe, excuse me. Green Casey Mize for Detroit. Ryan Anderson for the Fish. And Tim Anderson for the White Sox. Glenn Frazier for the Cubbies. There's Cabrera for Detroit. Contreras, Atlanta. Rasmussen, Tampa Bay. So green Marcus Semien, the Rangers. Dean Kramer for Baltimore and Santiago Espinal. Jays. Saw the Jays beat the Rays. Gave the Rays their first loss today. Verlander, Houston. McNeil for the Mets. Abreu, White Sox. Keston from Milwaukee. There's a green Mike Trout for the Angels. Austin Nola, Philly. David Bote, White Cubs. Blah blah blah. Alex Bohm, Philly. Patrick Corbin, Washington. Josh Donaldson, the Twins. Another GQ Gems. Tim Anderson this time. A green Miggy. Mitch Haniger, Seattle, and McCutcheon for Philly. Whit Merrifield, KC. Here's Molina for Seattle or St. Louis. Ryan Weathers, San Diego. And we have a blue Mookie Betts for the Dodgers. 120 of 150. So that's our first numbered. And we have a Olivares green for KC. Plesac, Cleveland, and Mancini for Baltimore. Go ahead, put that in a penny sleeve. You know, I really loved Gypsy Queen when it first came out, and built it with um, built it with A&G every year until the pandemic, when I just couldn't find it. And then, yeah, just kind of lost steam after that. I like this steampunk design of 2022, and I thought about building the set, but I don't know. I'm telling you, man, the pandemic did a number on set building for me, so I can't really say this is one that I'll miss because I just started to lose interest over the last couple of years. McKinstry for the Dodgers, Scherzer for the Mets, Kim, San Diego, Brady Singer, KC, Taylor Trammell, Seattle, Detmers, Angels, and Cameron for Detroit. What was another one that didn't make the cut for 2023? Was it Archives? Did that get cut? Badu for Detroit, Kirk for Toronto, Newt Bar, Cardinals, uh, Guerrero Jr. for Toronto, say Green Verlander for Houston, Dominic Smith for the Mets, Jackson Kowar, KC, Gallery Fire opening day, Bowman Heritage. I can't say I'll miss Gallery. I haven't bought anything from Fire in several years. Opening day was always a fun, cheap rip early in the season, but I mean, now that we're already into the season, won't miss that. Bowman Heritage. Haven't been a huge fan of the Heritage brand, period. So I'll tell you what disappointed me. I speaking of big league, I missed out on being able to buy a box or two for the group, and um, I found a couple blasters today, and I thought, "Ooh, I'll get these for the group." You know, I've been wanting to open them, but they were $25, and that's, I mean, I missed out on getting a hobby box for $35. Why on earth would I pay $25 for a retail blaster when a hobby box is not that much more? I just, I, yeah. Um, I heard a lot of builders complaining about the tiered aspect of the set as well. So, you know, I like some of the um the goofy inserts and stuff, but nope, that's just too much. That's just too much. Kelenic Schmidt for the Yankees, Max Muncy for the Dodgers, Adames for Milwaukee, Nick Madrigal for the Cubs. We have Mondesi for the KC and Connor Wong for Boston. I remember, Joseph, you said you were getting a couple boxes of Big League. I bought a couple of singles, some parallels, but that's it. Josh Hader from Milwaukee, Michael Brantley for Houston, another Muncie, Adamas. Here's a green Mookie Betts to go with the blue that we got earlier. Simeon and Oliveras. A couple duplicates there. Shane Bieber for Cleveland. Brett Gardner, New York. We have Solier for Atlanta. Another GQ Gems. This time it is Rafael Devers for the Red Sox. There's a green Dustin May, the Dodgers. Nick Magical for the Cubs, and Bueller for the Dodgers. Well, with less sets on the shelf and at least at retail, stuff seems to be sticking around a little bit longer. Hopefully, it'll be easy to get what you want to get. But darn, they're still releasing 2022 products, so it's going to be a while before we see more 2023. Pool Holes kicks us off here with for the Dodgers, followed by Grandal for the White Sox, Swanson for the Braves, Ernie Banks for the Cubs. There's a green Jordan Alvarez, Capri Yellen for Oakland, Trevor Story for the Rocks. You need to start, Johnny. You need to start collecting wrestling cards since you're not going to have as many Rockies to pick up. I think you need to start collecting some wrestling. Come over to the dark side. Sean Murphy, Oakland. Rosarena for Tampa. We have Colton Welker, and that whole image looks airbrushed. It's like a fake card. What's going on there? That's crazy. Benintendi for KC. There's a green Blake Snell for San Diego, Rendon for the Angels, and Rooker for the Twins. Ashby for Milwaukee, Profar, San Diego, Keuchel, the White Sox, Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. There's a green Alex Bregman for Houston. Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks, and Travis d'Arnaud for the Braves. Aroldis Chapman, Mets, Cabrera, the Fish, Sonny Gray for Cincy, and we have a crystal ball. GQ of the Future, Nick Madrigal, Cubbies. Interesting card. Said Hans Kraus, green rookie for Philly, Segura for Philly, and Mr. Wander Franco, Tampa. Aguilar for the Fish, Hosmer, San Diego, Franmil Reyes for Cleveland, Josiah Gray, Washington. And there we go. There's a missing nameplate. What is that? Gary Sanchez for the Mets. Yeah, or I mean, wrong New York team. We have Rosario, green parallel for the Guardians, and a Christian Pache for Atlanta. Gavin Sheets, White Sox, Justin Upton, Angels, Juan Soto for the Washington Nats, Alex Manoah, Toronto. Ooh, we have a blue Yogi Berra. And that is number 6 of 150. 6 of 150. Lance Lynn green for the White Sox, and Marte for Ducks. Gurriel Jr. for Toronto. Garrett Cole. It's another one that looks airbrushed. Biggio for Toronto. Bryce Harper for Philly. There's a green Gurriel, d'Arnaud, and Segura. Darren Varsho for the D-backs. Glasnow, Tampa. Suarez for Cincy. The green Pete Alonso. Wander Franco makes another appearance. And so does Pache. Talk about a prospect that has flamed out. Kyle Lewis for Seattle. Ian Anderson for Atlanta. Didi Gregorius for Philly. Joey Gallo for the Yanks. Adam Frazier, green parallel. The Mariners. Salvador Perez for KC, and George Springer, Toronto. Pablo Lopez for the Fish. Joey Bart for San Fran. Another Justin Turner for the Dodgers. Dykeman for the Cubs. A green Garrett Cole. Escobar for the Mets, Brandon Lowe for Tampa. Yeah, 2 packs. Yeah, 2 Francos, Joseph. Got McKenzie for the Guardians. Evan White for Seattle. Ryu for the Toronto. Kyle Wright for the Braves. There is a green Spencer Howard for the Rangers. Giancarlo Stanton for the Yankees. And Evaldi for Boston. Boston. Lindor, the Mets. Duran for Boston. Longoria, San Fran. Kluber for Tampa. There's a green and Castellanos for Cincy. Odor for Baltimore. And Matt Olson, Oakland. Oh, we had another GQ Gems that I missed. It's stuck to the card. Reese Hoskins. Sorry about that. All righty. We are going to move right on to our next box here in just a minute. Get some housekeeping done here. Don't know what I did with my sleeves, so I will have to penny sleeve everything later, which I apologize for. But we did get the missing nameplate Sanchez. And then we got the 2 blue parallels. Not too bad. Yogi Bear and Mookie Betts. Mookie is 120 of 150, while Yogi is 6 of 150. So congrats, guys. So that was 2022. Let's roll the clock back to 2000. Yogi's an SP. Thank you for the info. All right. It has been a while since we've been able to open a Pacific box of anything, and I don't believe I've ever opened Aurora. It was not my favorite design set that Pacific released back in the day. It's a retail box, unfortunately, not a hobby, but it does contain the dugout view net fusion cards, which should be 1 per box. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing come out of this tonight. Should be a couple of Pennant Fever inserts. Those should be 4 per box. Off chance we could pull a Pennant Fever autograph by Tony Glenn. I don't have the list in front of me, but whoever got the Padres could have a monster night. Not seen the At Bat Styrotex before in person. No individual odds, just 299 serial numbered sets. Star factor 361, so that would be a definitely beating the odds if we got one of those. But let's go ahead. So there are 36 packs. Nothing left in the box. Highway 99 is known as Aurora. Right. Joseph, you want a wrapper tonight of this? First wrapper goes to you. So yeah, this is a very bright, vibrant red, though on my screen it does look a little orange. So it is washing the color out a little bit, but pretty vibrant colors. And there is your card backs, a little sepia tone there. 1 year of stats. So Schilling starts us off. And then we get over to Mr. Greg Maddox. And these are sticking together, though don't think it's causing any snowflaking or anything like that at this point. So fingers crossed. Bobby Abreu for Philly. Durazo, Diamondbacks. We have Caminiti, the Astros, and Jason Kendall for the Pirates. May not go quite as fast through these just because I'm going to have to be careful separating them. Oh, nice. Timmy Hudson for the Athletics. Don't think I have that one. We have a Nomar for Red Sox. And is this one of the pinstripes parallels? Bernie Williams. Unfortunately, now we're starting to get to some snowflaking here. Yeah, there's another one. Chris Singleton. Ah, I hate that. Richie Sexton, Indians. JT Snow, Giants. So yeah, these are. Yeah, get in bed, Hal. That's the only thing that going to help you out with some rest. So Clemens. Yeah, I don't know what to do to loosen these without them without the sticking. So this is no, this is the risk of opening older product, but man, this disappointing. These little mini bricks. Freddie Garcia, the Mariners. Vizquel, the Indians. Mike Cameron, Reds. Brad Radke for Minnesota. And we did have an insert, and this is the Pennant Fever, which that one actually, and the back's got a little bit of snowflaking right down his face, but the front came out pretty good. Coast games for us East Coast guys are brutal, but good luck to you, Johnny. There's Palmero, Texas. Sean Casey for the Reds. Todd Walker, Twins. Pokey Reese, Reds. Mike Lansing, Rockies. And Edgar Martinez, Mariners. Jeff Kent. For the Giants, Todd Helton, Rockies. Michael Barrett, Expos. Eddie Taubensee, Red. Nephi Perez for the Rocks. And Jeff Zimmerman, Texas. Brian Giles for the Pirates. Carlos Beltran, Royals. Pinstripes parallel for Eduardo Alfonso. Roberto Alomar, Indians. Luis Castillo, Marlins. And Homer Bush, the Jays. Bernie Williams, Yankees. Warren Morris, Pirates. Robin Ventura for the Mets. Luis Gonzalez, Diamondbacks. Raul Mondesi, the Jays. And Cliff Floyd for the fish. Alfonso's base. Chipper. Tino Martinez for the Yanks. Brian Jordan for the Braves. Alex Gonzalez, Florida. And Shannon Stewart, Jays. Jose Canseco for the Rays. Sammy Sosa. There's Mo for the Yanks. Vernon Wells, Jays. Mike Lowell for the Marlins. And Kevin Millwood, Braves. Here we go. There's the poster child for the product, Tony Gwynn. Nice card. Kenny Lofton for the Tribe. Good thing is most of these now are coming apart pretty good. There's a Matt Williams Pinstripes parallel. Take me a while, but as long as I move a little slow separating the cards, it looks like we're coming out pretty good. Here's Albert Bell for the Orioles. Preston Wilson, Marlins, and who do we got here? Ray Langford. Scott Rowland, Philly. Edgar Renteria, Redbirds, Jermaine Dye. Bennett Fever, Palmero this time. So 2 steroid users back to back. Followed by Giambi. And Will Clark, Orioles. Hey, good evening, Chris. Orlando Hernandez, Yankees. Juan Gonzalez, Tigers. Ben Grieve, Oakland. Henry Rodriguez for the Cubbies. Feel like I'm having to do cardboard surgery here to get these cards apart. Mark Quinn for KC. And Fernando Tatis Sr., Cardinals. Jeremy Burnett's Milwaukee. Gary Sheffield for the Dodgers. Boy, this one is really stuck together. Ben Davis, Padres. Chan-Ho Park. Gary Wood, Cubs. And Mike Sweeney, Royals. All right, Mr. Morris, we got you a Pudge Rodriguez. Randy Johnson for the Diamondbacks. Pinstripes parallel of Nomar. Ray Durham for the White Sox. Kevin Brown, Dodgers. Trevor Hoffman, Padres. Oh, you got Texas tonight. There's the kid. Griffey was stuck to a Tony Gwynn's Pennant Fever. Ron Belliard, Milwaukee. Canerico. Eric Karros. And Dan Wilson, the Mariners. This is a slow burn tonight. I'm trying to get these cards to you in the best shape possible. Even Rick and Gil. Like y'all are just talking about Ripken, and there you go. Marquise Grissom for the Brewers. Carlos Lee, White Sox. Ben Petrick, Rockies. And Roberto Hernandez for the Rays. See you, Chris. Have a good evening. Eric Chavez for the A's. Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. Jeff Jenkins, Brewers. Darren Erstad for the Angels. Tony Clark, Tigers. And Dave Martinez for the Rays. Yeah, Mike Piazza, the Mets. Jim Tomei, Indians. Oh, nice. Sean Casey, Pinstripes for the Reds. I have to see what I can offer you, Joseph, unless you're just really, really torn or attached to this card. Come on. Troy Gloss for the Angels. Damian Easley, Tigers. And Rusty Greer. I was referring to the parallel Sean Casey. Freddie McGriff. Devil Rays. We go. The pennant fevers were 4 and 37, and all 4 of these came in the first half of the box, essentially. Not quite, since there were 3 stacks, and I put them into 2 stacks. But Dave Nielsen for the Brewers. Tim Salmon. Come on. Juan Encarnacion, Tigers. And Ruben Mateo, Texas. So we are kind of at the halfway point. Got a mixed bag so far of the cards sticking. Not too bad. There's only been 2 or 3 packs where I felt like the cards were really bad. Here's a Derek Jeter. Maglio Ordonez, the White Sox. Doug Glanville, Philly. Mike Messina, Orioles. Tom Glavine, Braves. Yeah, we got a Bucks player, Warren Morris. I got you, Joseph. I'll make myself a note. Here we go. Vladimir Guerrero. Expose. Manny Ramirez. No cork on this card. a pinstripe parallel of Brian Giles, the Pirates. BJ Surhoff, Baltimore. And these three cards are just a Kevin Young for the Bucks. And Jose Lima for the Astros. Got an insert here behind this Carlos Delgado. And it is our Net Fusions, and it is Mr. Mark McGwire. And it came out beautiful. Love these cards. Love them, love them, love them. That is one of the reasons why I loved Pacific back in the day, was just for their innovative cards. So nice. So that's going to Carrie. Cards on cards. Lieberthal for Philly. Troy O'Leary for Boston. Billy Wagner for the Stros. And JD Drew, Cardinals. So, man, he gets a JD Drew and a Mark McGwire in the same pack. Color me jealous. A-Rod. That's for the Mariners. Then on the back side, we had a Phil Nevin for Padres. All right, let's see. Who is hitchhiking here to Mr. A-Rod? Mr. Jeff Bagwell for the Astros. Followed by Ron Coomer for the Twins. Wilton Veras, Red Sox. Is not a household name. And Johnny Damon for the Royals. Hey, good evening, Aaron. And Paul. Yeah, Aaron, you had a couple of teams in this one. What you had? You had the Orioles, the Cubs, the White Sox, and the Padres, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Mark McGwire starts us off. followed by Matt Williams for the Diamondbacks. Jock Jones for the Twins. Mark Graves for the Cubs. David Justice. That's for the Indians. And then we have Ellis Burks for the Giants. And for those who just recently joined us, these the Aurora have been sticking together. I've been doing my best to carefully separate the cards. That's why it's taken so long. There's going to be some that have light snowflaking on the front or the back, but I'm doing my best to keep them as nice as possible. And to answer your question, Aaron, just a few packs ago, we hit the dugout net fusions of Mark McGuire, which was the insert I was most looking forward to pulling. There are also pinstripe parallels to the set. And then we had the Pennant Fever, which you got yourself a Tony Gwynn and a Sammy Sosa, because I forgot you got the Cubs too. So you got a couple of fun 90s there, cards there. Well, actually 2000. Brian Giles with the Buccos starts us off. And some of these packs are better than others with about them sticking. Oh, look at that. There's an A-Rod Pennant Fever. So that's our fifth one. The odds are 4 in 37 packs. There's 36 packs, though, in the box. Doug Glanville for Philly. Roberto Alomar, Indians. We have Luis Castillo for the Marlins. Gone. And Homer Bush. So those last two did not come out the greatest. Oh, you're good, Aaron. You're good. They're Barry Bonds. Craig Biggio. Peter Bergeron. Expos. Jay Bell, Diamondbacks. Dean Palmer, the Tigers. And Chad Hermanson for the Buccos. Kurt Schilling was, I believe, the very first card in this break tonight. Andrew Jones for the Braves. Jose Vidro. Expose. Durazo. Diamondbacks. Kim Nettie. Astros. Jason Kendall. Buccos. There's another Derek Jeter base. Pedro, the Red Sox. Got a pinstripe parallel coming up. Oh, Todd Helton. Do you have that one, Johnny? You do. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You are the king of parallels. Behind him was a moose for Baltimore. Mr. Tom Glavine. And Warren Morris. They're Vlad Sr. And first card of Griffey as a red. According to Baseball Cardpedia, Mr. Griffey. Rondell White for the Expose. I figured that's why you got them, Joseph. I figured if you didn't get them, Hal would, or Johnny. Missed Johnny tonight. He told me ahead of time he would not be in the break. So that was a Kevin Young that we put down on the pile. Another Jose Lima. Rondell White and Surhoff. All right, we are finally getting down to the last handful of packs here. Delgado for the Jays. Barry Larkin. Man, Chris left too early. There's this guy, Barry Larkin. Darrell Hamilton, Mets. And this is Troy O'Leary for the Red Sox. I have Billy Wagner for the Stros. Another JD Drew. What's the score to your game, Johnny? I left my phone downstairs charging, so I don't even know what the final score of the Braves Royals game was. Mr. Larry Walker. Ray Ordonez. Wilton Veras. Surprised we haven't seen the premiere date parallel. Those are usually one per box. Phil Nevin. Johnny Damon. 5 to go. 10-3. 10-3. Yeah, tonight was the first chance I've had to see Bobby Witt Jr. play, and that kid looks as good as everybody says he is. Sean Green for the Dodgers. Another pinstripe parallel coming up. Speaking of KC, Carlos Beltran. Mark Grace for the Cubs. David Justice. Ellis Burks. So the premiere date are 1 in 37. So, oh, you know what? I forgot those are hobby only. Pooh. So the retail, you get a silver pennant fever, but the hobby has premiere date, and they also have scouting report. So, well, there goes that. Just bursted your bubble there, Joseph. Another Timmy. Gonna need another Timmy. Anybody get that reference? We're gonna need another Timmy. A-Rod. John Jaha. Chris Singleton. Richie Sexton. JT Snow. You haven't missed much there, Joseph. Oh, I was saying, Johnny, versus Johnny's bubble, that the premiere dates are hobby exclusive. So, yes, dinosaurs. You got it. Loved that show. Got a card of the Rocket. Card of Mo. Bobby Abreu. Mike Cameron, Omar Vizquel, Freddie Garcia. I feel like I opened that pack tonight. Rafael Maddox. Matt Stairs. How many teams did he play for? I feel like, talking about journeyman, I feel like he played for like 15 teams or something crazy before his career was all said and done. Pokey Reese. At least the good thing with getting some of these doubles is some of these are coming out better than the first time we came across them. Mike Lansing. And Edgar Martinez. And our final pack. Man, we are going on an hour and a half. I knew it would be a long one. Jeff Kent. Maglio. Oh, we got a Pudge parallel. Eddie Taubensee. I was close. 12 teams in 19 years. Nefi Perez. Final card, Zimmerman. All right, Joseph. That's mighty kind of you. Paul, you should have put in for Acuna tonight, or any Brave for that matter. I think they had 5 homers tonight, including Acuna. All right, so the Pennant Fever are all the base variety that we ended up with. Rodriguez, Piazza, Gwynn, Palmero, and Sosa. So we did not get one of the silvers. We did get a couple of the pinstripe parallels, including Pudge, Beltran, Helton, Giles, Casey, Garcia Parra, Matt Williams, and Alfonso. And I believe we had one other one early in the pack that I forgot to separate out. And of course, the probably the best card we pulled was Mr. Mark McGuire, Net Fusion. So very cool indeed. So that gets us caught up for the last 2 weeks. So again, I appreciate everybody's patience in allowing me a chance to recover. All right, so I struck out on trying to get us a box of Stadium Club Chrome. I wanted to get something new because I feel like we've been opening a lot of older product here lately. So I was looking for something new, but haven't been able to grab anything yet. So we will um, we will stay in the retro column here for next week, and we'll fast forward it 2 years and switch over to Donruss. So we'll do 2002 Donruss Fan Club um, next week. Should not have to worry about these cards sticking like we did tonight. This set has plenty of parallels, 9 rookies, 9 die-cut parallels per box. Um, some of the other inserts are a little bit longer odds at pulling, but should still be a fun little break, and it will be relatively inexpensive as well. So here we go. That's what we will do next week, and still have some older product sitting in the queue. But like I said, I'm still looking for always on the lookout for deals. So yeah, we'll take care of that. Johnny's your Liberty 2022 Donruss set that you just mentioned. I just finally picked up the Dansby from that set. To That was one of the quote unquote rainbows I was working on, was his 2022 Donruss and his optic, and finally got his Liberty. So haven't really picked up a whole lot of Dansby cards since he changed teams, but came across that the other day. But I will work on a sign up for this. I will do my best to get it up Sunday evening. But I do have to work on Sunday, a rare feat. But hopefully I'll have time to do that. And I believe, was it you, Aaron, if you're still around? I believe you wanted to ship after this break. But whatever the case, just shoot me a message, and I'll work on getting that done for you as well. Try to get those in the mail by Monday. And same goes for anybody else who's ready to have your stack shipped. Just let me know. But that's it, guys. I got a big day tomorrow. Hopefully, full of roller coaster riding and some fun stuff like that with my kids. So I'm going to sign off and get some rest for tomorrow. But I appreciate everybody. Thanks for sticking in there. And we will do this again next week. In the meantime, you guys have a great weekend. And check back Sunday evening for sign up post. If for some reason 9 o'clock comes and goes and it's not up, then I just got a little too carried away, a little busy, and the break will go up. The signups will go up on Monday, but I will aim for our normal Sunday night time frame. But until then, we'll see you back here next week.